What happened?
We found the fireflies. Turns out there's a whole lot more like you, Ellie. People that are immune. There's dozens, actually.
Joel straight up lies to Ellie. He doesn't do the thing that heroes do, which is sacrifice the thing that is dear to them for the greater good of humanity. He's already lost one daughter, and he's not gonna lose another. But he goes so far with the lies in order to make sure that she doesn't turn back.
Ain't done him a damn bit of good, neither.
He makes her believe that there's other people out there so that she doesn't feel the pressure that if they don't find a cure that she has to go back and search for it.
They've stopped looking for a cure.
Joel knows that Ellie would do the right thing, even if that means sacrificing herself. When you take a look at Ellie's personality traits, she's positive and sacrificing and will take risks to keep people that she cares about alive. Her personality set would be that hero who would die to save everyone else.
I'm taking us home. I'm sorry.
And he knows. He knows that she feels really bad and guilty. Survivor's guilt because she's still there, but also because she believed that she was humanity's hope. And so to hear that is really crushing because that was Ellie's identity. That's what she's been fighting so hard for. And she wakes up with everything that she had hoped for gone.
Wait!
And this is probably one of the most heart-wrenching scenes in the entire game for me because we take a look at Marlene and she isn't just this villain. She made this choice, but Joel already heard her message to Ellie's mom.
It's been a while since we spoke. I need you to know that I've kept my promise all these years. Despite everything that I was in charge of, I looked after her. Here's a chance to save us.
But she has to give up this girl that she has taken care of since she was little. Sacrifice this girl that she has raised like her own daughter.
They asked me to kill the smuggler. I'm not about to kill the one man in this facility that might understand the weight of this choice. Your daughter will be with you soon.
Also that dichotomy of they told her to kill Joel and she says that she wasn't going to because he's the only other person that would actually understand all the pain and hardship she's going through.
Let me go!
You just come after her.
And it's such a understanding but selfish reason. We kill Marlene so that we can make sure that Ellie's safe because she would continue to fight for a cure. And Ellie may choose to go with her willingly when she gets older and if she ends up finding out what the truth is. And so Joel makes sure that all of those avenues have ended so that he can keep Ellie and be able to fix that mistake, that wound of losing Sarah, the beginning of the game. And it goes a lot to that desensitization because I don't believe that the Joel at the beginning of the game would have made these choices, but he's gone through and seen all of this brutality and lying and death. Because he's seen so much, it doesn't cause that much of a reaction inside of him. And that's one of those interesting things that happens to us when we've gone through something over and over again. It doesn't cause that same fight or flight or danger response. And so I think that that also comes into play of why Joel was able to make this decision to be able to protect Ellie at fully any cost. He's still that very protective father figure that will sacrifice anything for his child, such as the people that he decided to leave on the side of the road because that would slow down and risk their own chances of survival for Sarah. But this killing of people that were actually no immediate physical danger by his own hand is definitely one step further than where he was before. He has finally found that joy and that hope in being able to have another daughter figure in his life. His own feeling of protectiveness has overwritten that need of protecting everyone else. And I think also that he probably doesn't feel the same amount of goodwill towards the rest of humanity because he's seen us at our worst. People are usually very good and kind, but When there's a scarcity of resources, it does bring in our fight or flight, and often most of our negative traits will come out.
I'm still waiting for my turn.
Ellie.
Her name was Riley, and she was the first to die. And then it was Tess, and then Sam.
None of that is on you.
In that moment when Ellie talks about the story of how she feels so much guilt because she ended up living when her friend died, that is kind of that proof to Joel that, yeah, she would completely go back and probably make that choice to die.
Swear to me that everything that you've said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay.
That's why he doubles down and makes sure that there is no doubt in her mind. Not just to keep her safe, but because he can't lose her. He lost his daughter. She was taken from him. And there is no way, no matter what, not even if Ellie wanted to, is he gonna allow it to happen again. Though usually in the hero's journey, the hero makes that choice to sacrifice, to give up the thing that is most dear to him. Joel is different. In this case, he shows that feeling of that anti-hero, that he's going to do something for himself. There is no way, because he has lost a daughter already, that he's ever going to let this happen again, no matter what. And you can understand it when people go through a very intense trauma. Often they will be exceptionally protectionistic and controlling about everything so that that never happens again, even if that's at the detriment to everything around them, because that fight or flight has been activated and it resets the wiring of our brain. And it's really hard to let go, because when we allow risk and danger, even getting close to something, a situation that is similar to that, it sets off our brain into all of that panic and anxiety response. Joel feels so much joy with Ellie. She shares so many of the character traits that are similar to Sarah also. And I think because of that as well, he can't give that up, even for the rest of humanity. Do you feel that Joel did the right thing? Or should have he made a different decision? What would have you done if it was the person that you love that would have to go under the knife and die in order to save the rest of humanity? I think that many of us would say that he probably did the wrong thing, keep one life for everyone else, but how many of us would make the exact same choice? Let me know in the comments below. Joel and Ellie use their mental acuity, psychology, and wits. If you want to make sure that you're prepared for the zombie apocalypse, you should check out today's sponsor, Brilliant. This is where you can gain an understanding of the basics of computer science, physics, quantum mechanics, game theory, and everything you need to bring out the brightest, strongest you. Brilliant is the online interactive STEM learning platform with a growing catalog of courses specifically crafted to help you learn concepts by working through them through visual, hands-on ways. And all the lessons are presented in bite-sized pieces, so you can learn at your own pace. No pressure. If you ever feel stuck, Brilliant has in-depth explanations that break down the material even more. Like their algorithm neural network and machine learning courses, these you get to shift blocks of pseudocode around and you receive immediate feedback, because that gets you results. It's like solving puzzles or playing a game, and the whole time you're learning how artificial intelligence really works. To get started for free, visit brilliant.org/Georgia Dow or click on the link in the description, and the first 200 people will get 20%, yes, 20% off Brilliant's annual premium subscription. Just click on the button on the screen or head on over to brilliant.org/Georgia Dow. Clicking on that button really does help out this channel. Thank you so much. And so does clicking on the playlist above for more videos on The Last of Us.